we had a
problem.
gentleman here, Lawrence Sean Spanda. He goes by the moniker DRAGG. He's based in the UK. He's visually impaired.
Oh shit.
He's been in music production events, and one of the pieces of advice he was trying to give was South African artists need to travel overseas. The UK in particular, if possible, parts of Europe and the US, to just go be based.
Not the UK, not Europe.
Get to know. No, you can debate that.
Yeah,
But his whole thing was,
that's not debatable. There's 5 million.
No, I'm only linking it to what you're saying. The getting to a place with a bigger market and then getting to know the people there, so that at any given time, the pre-work, if ever you've got something to sell, like
only
music,
the US is viable. The Europe is too white dominated. The black population in the UK is 5 million. So out of
67 million people, there's only 5 million blacks there.
It's
limited in that regard.
It's too limited. Okay. You know what I mean? You have to be appeal to white people. Whereas in America,
they've got almost 40 million.
I mean, do you agree with what he said?
I mean, statistically speaking, he's not wrong.
Right.
But then again, I don't think my opinion matters here.
It does, but anyway. Okay, two things can be true. He's not wrong. America does present a much, much bigger market than the UK or any other place in Europe when it comes to black culture and black art, right? However, number one, that doesn't necessarily mean that black art is only being consumed by black people, right? It's people that love the culture. If you've ever been to a Kendrick Lamar show or a J. Cole show, plenty of white people there, okay? So that would be a missed opportunity to not tap into that, number one. Number two, in the UK, unlike in America, most black people in the UK have a vested interest in Africa. Why? Because they're usually first, maybe second, maybe third generation Africans or from a different place. Unlike in America, who there's a lot of 40 million blacks, yes, but most of those black people created their own culture, their own music. They have a vested interest elsewhere. This is why Afrobeats found its footing in the UK. You don't get the Afrobeats that the world has right now without the UK. Why? Because it was guys like Malik Berry, Milogo, guys like Fuso DG, DJ Jules. The list goes on. UG Official, all these guys who are either tied to Ghana, Nigeria, or elsewhere, who pushed the culture, changed the sound to what we know it as today. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a Georgia Smith and Burna Boy collab, Burna Boy and Dave, Ed Sheeran, who was the biggest artist at the time, collaborating with Fuso DG. America wasn't even checking for Afrobeats at that point. Do you know what I'm saying? So to not tap into that market would be like a completely missed opportunity and a miscalculation, in my opinion.